This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Chase Young.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point forthcoming.
For the point after.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Ravens 0.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. Dances by him. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Gain of 6.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. First down, Hill. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
7.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. This time Jackson will throw it. Finding room to the 20. Quick slant to Brown. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19.
It's now
4th down. Here's Jackson.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season. 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy. And when so, they'll see more of those plays. They had everyone call him Hollywood in college.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
2-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 24, Washington 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 at a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Washington 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Brings up second and...
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
One nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And now it looked like movement up front. If that's the case, that might end any thought of a field goal. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Marquise Brown.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Washington 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, Gibson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
Jackson's pass.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 17-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Dancing to his left, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Younghoe Koo.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, the quick slant caught. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington 14.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Taysom Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 53, Washington 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Washington.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Jimmy Smith, the one who brought him down. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
From just shy of midfield. Jackson escaping. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And the Raven first down.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Jackson's pass.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Being chased out left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this go deep for... He's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Today's final score, Ravens.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.